Hey, what's up? Morning, my friends. It's a morning here in Namibia. So welcome to my today's vlog. Today I'm coming to you from right here in Namibia, in Osona region. And in today's video I'm going to be taking my routine exercises. So I'm going on a running mission. I need to do a crazy running, a crazy training. I need to run until I cannot. So I'm hoping that I will do more than 10 kilometers. So I'm just walking down here. This is a new residential area called Osona Village, some 70 kilometers out of Windhoek, 10 kilometers to Okahanja, where you find this new residential area where they got new houses which they are building. So Okahanja, a small town nearby, is that side, and this side is Windhoek. So I'm going to take a detour. There is a detour, a road that they're using to get out of this this residential, because the shortcut road to Windhoek, that side, is blocked because of a damaged bridge which they are fixing. So I want to start my running from here and run all the way this way towards Windhoek. There's a new road also on that side which they build. It's called B1. It's a two-way all the way up to Okahanja. It's a road that is going to one of the resort towns, resort places here in Windhoek. It's called Swakopmund. Yes, so join me, come with me, let's go and do this running. I'll be stopping to record a video when I'm tired or when I'm walking, and tell you a bit more about this beautiful country called Namibia. Namibia, land of the brave. It's a desert. They call it a desert with these kind of bushes. So with me here I got my headphones, which I'm going to be using for my sound. I'm going to be playing music, and when I'm tired I got my sugar cane here, which I'm going to be eating when I'm tired, you know, sugar cane. So yeah, let's go and do this adventure. Let's go and do this. I will talk to you in a moment. I'm kind of getting lost here. The exit is that side, but now there's no road that side. I have to go this way. The road is made up of interlocks. I think it's one of the strongest roads you will find. These interlocks last longer than the usual tar. Oh my God. The dogs that I'm seeing over there, I hope they don't jump and come for me. Oh my God, they're so big. They're so big. but the houses are so good. I hope I'm safe with these dogs. Hey, leave me alone. So scary dogs. Look at the dogs. My goodness, am I safe here? Oh my God, I had to walk because these dogs might jump the fence. This fence is not even high. I think I'm safe now. Let's do this. This is the detour road out of this place here. It will connect to the main highway all the way to Windhoek. This is where I am now. This is the view of Osona from on top of this bridge here along B1 highway. Look over there. So this is the highway that is going to the northern part of Namibia and to Swakopmund and the Walvis Bay. It's a new highway, a newly constructed highway here in Namibia, and this is the signpost to Osona Village, and this is also a signpost to Windhoek, Namibia. So I'm going to be running along this highway all the way right around this village, Osona Village, here in Namibia. Thanks guys for joining. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back to check on my videos. I drop a video every second day, so I am all about traveling. I'm all about being on holiday every day. So if it's something that you might be interested in, you may need to consider subscribing if you are seeing me for the first time on this channel. My name is Silas, Mr. Holiday Every Day. I am currently on holiday in Namibia. So let's go. So this is a two-way highway. Two-way highway, newly constructed, like I said. One of the beautiful infrastructures of Namibia. B1 is the name. Very beautiful. You see cars driving here along the road in full speed. I think most of these cars drive more than the recommended 120 max. Namibia is one country which has the longest highways. The longest highways. You can drive literally from end to end, from Katima to Swakop, for almost 2,000 kilometers, or close to 2,000 kilometers from end to end. In fact, it's not even the longest stretch. The longest stretch will be from Katima Mulilo to Kitmansop, close to South Africa, on the northern side, northern border. This road goes all the way there, and this way it's going to Windhoek. And I'm gonna be running along the road, along this B1 highway. I don't know how far I will go, but let's do this. Let's do this adventure here in Namibia. A beautiful, peaceful country in Southern Africa. With a lot of things to do here. If you come on holiday, I probably will show you some of the places that you might find interesting to visit for your holidays. I'm getting so tired so quickly. This is the speed limit, the maximum speed limit in Namibian highways. Not only Namibia, in Southern Africa, most of the countries in Southern Africa, the speed limit is 120 maximum on highways like this one. But I can tell you that these cars are driving more than that. Let's go on my adventure here in Namibia. Beautiful country, peaceful country so far, according to me and my experience in Southern Africa. This is one country which I can strongly recommend if you want to come for a holiday. There's lots of things to do here. Game driving, the famous Wolf's Bay, the famous sand dunes, the famous Swakopmund, the town, is also here, down this way. And in Namibia, we drive on the left. Recently on the news, it says Namibia, Botswana and Zambia signed an agreement allowing their citizens to freely cross into each of these countries without a visa or a permit. By just using their ID card, they can cross into each other's territories unhindered. That's a good development happening here in Southern Africa towards our all anticipated goal of one Africa, one passport, one army, one nation, one currency, one people, free trade, free borders, free movement, and so on and so forth. I think that is really a good development. I'm really excited and I'm happy to be here in Namibia when that is happening. So I am 59 kilometers to Windhoek along A1. Pardon me when I said this is B1. It's actually A1. Swas River. I'm now crossing this bridge here. The Swas Bridge. Namibian rivers are seasonal rivers. They are usually dry. They are dry most of the rain, most of the season, most of the year. They only probably flow when it rains, and when it rains heavy. So before the arrival of the colonialists, the indigenous people of Namibia were the San and the Nama, also known as the Damaras. They used to live by raising livestock. So they moved from the northern to the central part of Namibia. Also, the other indigenous people were the Herero people, Herero, Herero, Herero. Correct me if I say it wrong. So that was before 1884, and Namibia was then colonized from 1884 to 1815. So you would also know that the other indigenous people you find here in Namibia are the Herero people that moved from northwest towards the central part of Namibia. And we also have the Ochivambo people who also moved in from the northern part of Namibia. The Ochivambo people were known for their agricultural practices, and the Herero were also known for cattle herding, cattle raising, or cattle herding, or cattle ranching back then, and they are still doing that. But history says there used to be conflict of resources between these people, the Herero people, the Ochivambo people, the San, the Nama, and the Damaras. Conflict of resources. So there used to be fights. There used to be fighting. So the Germans arrived 1884, and they ruled up to 1915. So the sad part of this story, the sad part of the history of Namibia, is that when the Germans arrived in Namibia 1884 and noted that there were conflicts between the native, the indigenous people, they then took land. History says the Germans took land, and took land mainly from the Nama and the took land from the Nama and the Herero people. This was also encompassed by a genocide where the Namas and the Hereros were being pushed to desert places, starve and die of hunger. So that was, history says it was between 1904 to 1908. It is documented as one of the worst genocides of the 20th century. And you would also note that most of the Nama and Damara people are concentrated, or were concentrated on the desert part of Namibia, the main desert part, which is southern and west part of Namibia. So look at that post, that signpost, which is saying Ovitoto Okahanja, 1 kilometer along A1. So history has it that in 2003 the community of Ovitoto celebrated their 100th year after being independent from the colonialists, the colonial rule of the German. Remember, in 1904, that's when there were genocides by the colonial Germany of the indigenous Nama and Damara and the Herero people, and their livestock was confiscated, like I said earlier. So they apparently were celebrating in 2003 their freedom from colonial, and they started again to put their livestock together. They started again what they used to do more than 100 years ago, raising livestock. So you see that in Namibia, many people raise livestock, goats, cows, wild animals. I mean, lots of livestock. You find it here in Namibia, and most people, local and foreigners, do livestock farming here. All this you see here are farms. These are German, I guess, German farms. Most people here that you see with farms are of German origin. So let me carry on with my running. I'm getting very tired, and I still have to go a long way. Here in Namibia, this is one of the beautiful countries, peaceful at the moment, in our lifestyle. I don't know whether we are really peaceful. We are really peaceful. We are really independent. Because I'll tell you a bit more history about Namibia and how it affects these different groups of people, and how what they are doing to come together and build a one Namibia, one nation, land of the brave. That's what they call Namibia, land of the brave men and women. So let's carry on. Join me as I work out, as I work towards my goal of living up to 100 years. Will I achieve that? I don't know. Let's see. Lunch is served. I'm having my sugar cane. This sugar cane came all the way from Zimbabwe. I bought it yesterday at Soweto Market. I love it. We grew up eating this back in Zimbabwe. It's very hot, guys, and I do not have enough water. I only have 3 slices of sugar cane. So I'm gonna exit here back to Okahanja. I'm gonna use the other way over there, the old highway to Okahanja. I think that one is the B1. So I'm gonna exit here, and I want you to notice the beautiful bridges that Namibia is building. This is a very good positive, very good development in Namibia. These highways are freeways rather, because you don't usually stop all the way from Namibia, from Windhoek rather, down to Swakopmund. Yeah, it's a two-way also. Recently opened for public. I remember when I was staying here in Namibia, sometime in 2014. Before that, this road here, there's a road that is going all this way there. I will show you the road when I get there. It was called the Okahanja Windhoek Highway. It was a one-way. Is it a one-way, or those roads you have two ways? You call them one-way or single carriage? There used to be lots of accidents because lots of people stay in Okahanja and they work in Windhoek. They stay this side and drive all the way to Windhoek. And when I was working at one of the biggest hospitals here in Namibia. Hey, what's that? I thought it's a snake. There used to be lots of accidents, but because of the construction of this new highway, a dual carriage, that is now a thing of the past. I will try and find the statistics then and now of people who used to lose their lives, the number of people who used to lose their lives between Okahanja and Windhoek, because it used to be a very busy road indeed. So this is Namibia, beautiful country. I recommend that you come and visit this country if you got money. It's cheap, there's lots of meat. If you love meat, it's peaceful. I can literally pitch a tent here. I can literally sleep here. I don't even need a tent. It's always hot most of the year round. Look at the sky, it's blue, and it is like this, I suppose 90% of the time. The sky is always blue here, and it gets very hot, temperatures up to 42 degrees Celsius, this country. But it's lovely. You can love it, you will love it. It's very big. If you love driving long distances, this is a country to come and visit. If you like game driving, if you like meat, if you like beach, if you like desert, you get everything here in Namibia. You get everything. So I'm gonna turn here. I guess this is going to be 5-6 kilometers and go back, but this road was closed. It's closed rather. This road is closed to public because there's a bridge there that is damaged. So I am going to show you the bridge as I walk back to my place of current residence here in land of the brave, Namibia. So yeah, let's go. I have to run because it's a running session. So while we are still reflecting on a bit of a history of this beautiful country called Namibia today, It is worth noting that in 1915, on 9 July 1915, the South African forces, South Africa, invaded Namibia through Korab, and that was the era of the First World War. From 1915, the First World War was from 1914 to 1918. Namibia was invaded by South African forces from 1915 July to 1919. Namibia was under military rule of the South African forces. So Namibia was called Southwest Africa, and the administration was from South Africa. So South Africa took control of Namibia from 1915 to 1945, after defeating the Germans. So these two countries are closely tied. Even today, their currency is almost 1:1. Actually, you can use South African rand today in Namibia, but you cannot use Namibian money in South Africa. Let's run so we can live long. So apologies, I said in South Africa ruled Namibia 1915 to 1945. Rather, it's 1915 to 1948. So from 1948 to 1989, that's when South Africa imposed its apartheid rules then in Namibia. So South Africa was still ruling Namibia, and up to 1990. In 1966, the SWAPO party was founded. The SWAPO party, which is currently ruling this beautiful country. SWAPO party fought South Africa, and Namibia won independence. It was then named Namibia, the current Namibia, and it got its independence in March 1990. Woohoo! I was born then. Namibia, land of the brave. So Namibia got its current name, Namibia, in 1990. From South Africa. So you see what happens, how Namibia became to be. First, it was the moving in of the indigenous people from different parts of Africa. I still got a question where these indigenous people came from. But we know that we had four indigenous people that are named by history: the Hereros, the Ojivambos, the Namas, and the San people, who were colonized by the Germans. And then the Germans get defeated by the South African forces, and then the South African forces ruled this country. South Africa imposed apartheid rules in Namibia, and Namibia. Then got its independence after fought for this very independence in from 1966 up to 1980, and then it was the first founding president of Namibia, Semu Nyoma, Tate Semu Nyoma, who became the president of Namibia from 1980 till, let me know in the comment section, let me know in the comment section. This is Osona base. It's a military base. I'm tired. Passing through this Osona military base here in Ovitoto. To conclude this video, let's recap. I said I talked about the local people, the indigenous people of Namibia, and the Seni people were the first people to live, to be known to have lived in Namibia for over 20,000 years. The Seni people, and their language is the Khoisan, which is known to have the clicking sounds. Ka 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 ka. Khoisan, Khoisan, ka ka ka. Koyap ka. Matrisa kantia. Something like that. So they speak this clicking sound, which is very difficult. It's one of the languages that is spoken today in Namibia. And we talked about the Nama people, the Damara Nama. I don't know why they are called the Damara Nama, but they were concentrated in the southern part of Namibia. This is the northern part. This is the southern part of Namibia. And they spoke almost the same language. The Damara Nama language is also close to the Sen language, the Khoisan, because of the clicking sounds as well. And we talked of the Hereros, and we talked of the Ovambos, the Hereros, who were known for cattle ranching, are still known for cattle ranching here in Namibia. And we talked of the Ochivambos, who are also known for farming cultures. They are also a large population in Namibia today, mainly found on the northern part of Namibia, the side of DRC Congo, Angola, Zimbabwe. Yeah, so the Damaras are, the history is really complicated, but some people say, some books say the Damaras are the original Bantu peoples of Namibia, and the Namas were part of the Khoisan. They share linguistic roots. How? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you know about the Damaras, the Namas, the Khoisan, the San and the Khoisan languages, and how they relate to each other, where the people originated, and how they settled in this beautiful country, Namibia. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to drop a comment in the comment section. Correct me where I'm wrong. I'm not perfect. Yeah, I welcome your comments and your corrections. This is just for entertainment purposes and a bit of challenging our reading skills as the youths mainly. Because if you don't write history, you will be erased from the history. This is the bridge that is damaged, that is shaking, that is shook. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to walk here. I guess I can, because I'm very light. I don't know if they are already fixing this bridge. It looks like not much is being done here. I don't see anything. Look at this beautiful shade here. I'm tired. Opposite to me is the Osona Village fence. Right, so I was talking earlier on about the indigenous people. I mentioned the Ochivambos, the Ochivambo and the Kavangos. These are originally the Bantu peoples who moved into Namibia from the northern part of Namibia, and they settled over there. They are known for the farming culture. They took the fertile land and the northern part of Namibia in the Vamboland and Okavango region. You know, they were known for farming, fishing, and also cattle ranching. They were known for forming strong cultural and governance cultures in Namibia. They are known to be here for about 2,000 years after moving into Namibia from the northern part, the Bantu people. And you would also note that we got the Ochivambo people that I mentioned earlier on, the Ochivambo, not the Herero, rather, the Herero people who were known for cattle ranching, and they also suffered the most genocide. They suffered the most losses during the German genocide of 1904 to 1908. May the souls of those who lost their loved ones and their lives rest in peace on this land. May the Namibian people find peace and healing in what happened back then. And head bowed. This is Osona Village. It's a new residential village here in Okahandja of Namibia. in Ochozondupa region. And these are the signs to say the road is closed because of the bridge that is damaged, that I show you over there. And actually you can pass, but you have to go through a depression to bypass the bridge that is damaged. So this is a new residential area, like I said. There are lots of houses, brand new houses of all types of people. This is a free advert, by the way. So Osona people who pay me in future, the Osona property owners who pay me for advertising for free. But this is a very beautiful place here. If you are living here in Namibia, my only problem is that there are no schools. There are no schools as yet, government schools, to accommodate our kids. So I think that is really a big challenge for the people. So let's hope they're going to build and finish building the school very soon, because it's the biggest problem we are facing here. Children have to go all the way to Okahandja, or to Windhoek, just for school. Windhoek is about 70 kilometers from here, 60 or so from here, and it's really a hassle. The transport and the cost and everything associated with that. So that is it here in Namibia. So there is a local bus here, it's called Osona Express, that ferries people to Windhoek. I don't know what times it operates, but there's a bus that goes to Windhoek and back. There's one bus that is standing over there. I don't know if it's waiting for a specific time to operate. There's an ATM here at Bank Windhoek. These are the local shops, the local mall. There's a pharmacy, there are saloons, there's an F&B ATM, there's a supermarket, a Woolmanbroek supermarket that you will see just after the ATM. There are saloons as well, and there are bars and so on and so on. So to conclude this video, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for coming to watch my vlog. Thank you guys for coming back to check on my videos. If you are a new subscriber, my name is Silas. My trade name is Holiday Every Day. The intention is to be on holiday each and every day and record videos intending to influence you to travel all over the globe, mainly in Southern Africa. And today it was me running here in Osona, here in Namibia, on the A1 new highway. I was telling you about a bit of the history of Namibia, which you might like. So until we meet again on my other video in 2 days time, it will also be about Namibia. I'll be showing you also another place here in Namibia, and hopefully the history around that place. So until then, I want to say goodbye.